guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have another piece from Spinnaker Watches. So you've seen their boxes that they've released lately, this kind of blue dark box that's made of cardboard. So let's just get it out and show you the watch. In there, nothing much except for a basic tag. They don't even actually give a manual these days. There's a bit of a microfiber cloth for cleaning the watch if you use that. So let's just get the cushion off and show you the piece itself. So guys, this is the Spinnaker Cahill New England. So previously they had a Cahill model that I guess it was a little bit of a Rolex homage, if you will. This one is a little bit different. So they have gone for a sub-name of New England. This model is SP-5064-01. The MSRP is $350 on the website, but all discount codes that I can find will be down below on the links and description. I believe this model was named, or at least they state it was named, for James Cahill, apparently the first person to scuba dive off the coast of New England. So again, they typically just pick a name of a prominent person in history related to diving and they slap it on the watch. I think it's really got nothing to do with the persona of the namesake itself. But let me know if you are aware otherwise. So in here, as previously shown, is actually the Seiko NH35A movement. And I've shown specs of this before, so I'm just going to show it on the left here. The rated accuracy -20 to +40. This one's actually running about +14 seconds per day in use, so it's within the rated accuracy. If I was going to keep this, I'd probably try to get it less than +10, but you know, +14 it's okay. You can live with it. The case here is quite large. It's actually 43 millimeters across in 316L black PVD all around. Everything is actually in black PVD. That you can see there. The thickness is actually 15 millimeters, so it's quite thick. The lug width is 22 millimeters with a lug-to-lug distance between my thumbs there of 50 millimeters. Overall weight, because again it's a leather strap watch, is 110 grams, which means it's not very heavy at all. Okay, so finishing here, let's just going into the surfaces. On the top here is actually circular brushing. Hopefully that translates, the top surfaces of the lugs. On the side is actually longitudinal brushing. You've got the Spinnaker branding on the side there. And there is actually a polished bevel. Again, the case finishes that they get are pretty good. You know, hopefully you can see that polished bevel in the black PVD there. All right, and the back here is actually circular brushing on the case back. There is a little bit of polish on the bottom surfaces of the lugs that you can see there. Okay, so that's the case finishing with that screw-in display back with various details, including the water resistant rating, the sapphire, as well as the model number there. Screw-in case back with a screw-in etched crown. So again, let's just show you that crown with a bit of etching there, laser etching. The overall water rating is 200 meters, so kind of like a proper dive water rating. Okay, so going on to the dial then, so let's just zoom in a little bit and let you see that dial. It is a matte black dial. It's got a crosshair across the middle, you know, so going for a little bit of a military theme here. It's got a raised metal chapter ring. You can see that chapter ring around the outside is actually raised off the surface of the dial there. It's got printed words, right? Automatic, and the water resistance down the bottom there. The Spinnaker word is actually slightly raised, and then it's got a 24-hour marking around the inner circle there. You can see, you know, 13, 14, all the way up to 24 there. So that's printed. What's interesting is that they've actually gone for applied brushed numerals. So there's those numerals 1 to 12. I actually have a horizontal brushing, which is really quite interesting. It's got a brushed Mercedes hand, so nothing more than typical Mercedes hands here. Superluminova is what they say is on this watch, and it's on the hands, the hour indices around the chapter ring, as well as the bezel here. So of course I'll put a loom shot for you to see how it looks like in the dark. They haven't actually stipulated which superluminova this is. Okay, so moving on to the glass bezel then, right? And just take a look at it. They do describe it as a glass insert. So you can see there's a bit of a gloss there. So I presume that just means it's mineral glass. They haven't stated it's sapphire or anything else. But the crystal on top is actually a lightly domed sapphire. So that's kind of interesting that they've gone for sapphire over the dial, but they've gone for a glass insert on the bezel there, which obviously can be damaged, I assume, if it's just going to be a mineral glass. Okay, so that's the watch description. Just moving on to the band then, just to show you the band. All right, typical genuine leather, they say stitched genuine leather. Nothing very special about it. It's got a brushed PVD steel buckle with Spinnaker name as they typically use on their buckles. Okay, so that's the watch, guys. Let's just put on for the wrist shot now. And there we have it, the Spinnaker Cahill New England on my 17cm wrist. That's how it looks like. Remember, 43mm case diameter with a 50mm lug-to-lug distance. It is, in most people's wrists, that would be considered a large watch. That's how it sits on my 17cm wrist. All right, so guys, so what is particularly notable about this watch? Look, I think, again, every Spinnaker has a very well-done case. Typically the case quality is actually pretty good. Finishing for this price range, I can't complain. They really go out there, and it seems that they achieve exactly what they want to achieve. So the finishing, the PVD as well, is pretty good. It's got a sapphire crystal. It's got that Seiko movement. So pretty fair package here. With discount, I think the value proposition under $300, pretty good. And the theme itself, you may like this. It's kind of this Black Ops style military themed, which may appeal to some people. I probably wouldn't choose this directly myself out of the entire range, but some people may like to kind of this stealthy Black Ops theme. Right, what's things to note about weaknesses? Well, again, value proposition, you have some competition. You have to take into account when you're shopping around this price range. There are watches with ceramic inserts, with metal bracelets. This doesn't have either of those. It raises a question mark on its value. But if you like the style, that's really what you're going to be paying for and what you're going to be enjoying. The case itself, I'll say, just look at the side here. It's somewhat slabby. It sits a little bit high. 15mm is not very thin, so that's something you're going to have to take account. It's got that flat side, and then the strap. Every one I'm going to mention in Spinnaker it's pretty average. Nothing to write home about. I'm awaiting their first metal bracelet watch, so keep an eye out on the Croft new extension coming out very, very soon with a metal bracelet. So guys, there we have it, my review of this Cahill New England watch. Let me know what you think of this piece and of the brand or any of their other pieces if you own them. Keen to hear your thoughts as always. Guys, if you enjoy my videos, do consider subscribing. New content every week, always aiming to be objective and unbiased about all things horology. Thank you again for sticking with me, and as always, I'll catch you next time.